Hey YouTube. Alright, I just got done hooking up my CB on my Jeep JK. It's a 2016. So I'm going to go over real quick on how I hooked everything up to get a good ground. My SWR ratings are 1.2 and 1.4, and I got lucky and I never even had to adjust the tip of my antenna. So real quick, let's go over it. I know most people, when I was reading the forums, were having problems with getting this back door to ground, and I'll go through what you need to do with the mount, especially if you buy the mount from like 4x4.com or any of the other 4x4 sites. The mounts all come with a coating sprayed on them, and that's mainly because most people put a no ground plane system on the JKs, like what you would put on a fiberglass camper or a boat, something like that. I originally had one like that on here, went to Texas and back here to California, and I didn't like it at all. No range, just lots of noise, couldn't take it. So in order to get this door to ground properly, I stole the idea from another guy I seen some videos on, and he had put a ground cable, just a regular black grounding cable. So I decided to go with went on eBay and got a braided copper grounding strap, and that's what I put on here. Originally wanted to put it up here, probably should have ordered a longer one. I only got a 1 foot grounding strap. I'm looking at what I'm doing, but I don't have my camera on there. So, but anyways, if I would have got a little bit longer, I might have got it up here. So, but I'm going to go to Walmart and get some of that rubber spray that you can buy. Take this off and spray this part black and make it look uniform. That'll be a project for another day. So, real quick on the install. Okay, this is important. Make sure you scrape the paint on both ends here where you hook this ground strap up, or you won't get very good readings. Get you a multimeter from Walmart. They usually run about $8, and get the settings to test everything. Especially with CBs, you want to test everything with a multimeter. Make sure you got good current, or you're going to have all kinds of headaches and you'll end up bald. So step one was taking these two bolts out right here. This bolt here and this bolt here. Okay, and this plastic piece right here just pops out. Only has to come out far enough to where you can drill the hole, whether you go up here or down here where I went to put the grounding strap on. You don't necessarily have to use a grounding strap. You can get you maybe some I don't know, 18 gauge wire or so, something about this thickness to ground it. It's just whatever floats your boat. You notice up here, because I park in a garage, I used some shoestrings and hung them on the headrest, so when I park when I don't have the antenna up or going through the car wash or whatever, I just disconnect my antenna and hang it here. I've got a spring with a quick disconnect on it for my antenna. Okay, and then back here, hopefully I can get the light in this wheel well, because I put the spare tire back on already. If you notice, there's a rubber grommet there that you cut to get the wire that runs up in that door. And then on the base of your mount for the CB, you want to sand those two bottom parts. Okay, so you get a really good connection for your ground on your mount. And then up where your hardware hooks up for your CB, where the cable's going up to, you want to sand up underneath there too to get a good connection. You want that mount to be good and grounded. Okay, and then this plastic panel pops off. Run your wire up, use zip strips, and then the wire is just running right straight down, right straight across here, right along the wheel well. Nice thing about this carpet, it just lifts up so you can run your cable. And then run the cable straight over here where the cup holder's at. I put it dead center. And then you're going to run the cable up underneath here. All the way along underneath. And this is where it pops out. I originally bought the 18-foot RG58 cable. And right now it's at 12 feet. So I ended up having to cut some of it off. So I actually come to think about it, I only cut 3 feet off it, so it's 15 feet. My bad. And I had like a foot left over, so just pull it back through, and then where the cup holder's at, just tuck it up underneath there. Just don't roll the cable. Don't roll it up in a coil. That'll mess up your SWR readings. And then you want to, once you get everything, you want to put your PL259 connector on, and then go to Home Depot, get you some shrink tape, and shrink it on there, make it look real good. That way you want the connector good and solid so it doesn't pull apart. Especially if you're using this particular CB, because when you talk, you notice that's where the stress is at, right there on your antenna. It doesn't. They made the cigarette lighter cable a little bit longer. Okay, so if you don't get this good and tight, you could be in a world of hurt. So that's my my Jeep JK install. Once again, my SWR readings when I finished was 1.2 and 1.4. So that's close enough. And I hope you enjoyed this video.